What's up, fam? Welcome back to a spicy Friday. Good to be back. Glad to have you all here. We have 131 waiting before the live stream. Shout out to all 131 of you. You guys rock. Let's jump into it. Make sure you smash the likes and subscribe. Share the stream out. Help hype it up. The more engagement we get, the more YouTube will show this to new eyes. And we will continue our race. We're racing Bitcoin to 100K. We just hit 74,000 subscribers this morning. Let's hit 75. Let's go for 100. Let's go. Amp it up. Shout out to our sponsors, Bybit and Marketcipher, the #1 crypto trading derivatives platform. Sign up using my link, not only for 0% maker fees, but also up to a $30,000 bonus, the biggest one in the industry. One of the most trusted platforms. Know your risks. Know your risks. Anyway, let's go. Crowdanalysis.com, you guys know it. Check it out. If you're interested in writing articles, let me know. Jump in the Discord. Link is in the chat in the video description. What's going on in the crypto space? I'm thinking we're going to do a little different start. We're always dynamic here. We're always trying to change it up. Let's go through the biggest gainers and losers. I'll read the chat a little bit, but we're going to get down to the question with what's going on in the crypto market. Why are we seeing red? Oh no. Everybody panic. Don't panic. Don't be euphoric. Don't panic. There's a very clear reason why, and we're going to take a look at the charts impacting that in just a little bit. We've got a bunch of spicy charts. Luna Classic making moves. Let's see. OP. ILV Illuvium, I think. We've got Ethereum, Bitcoin, ADA, Litecoin, XRP, Solana, BNB. You name it, we got it. We're going to be checking it out today. So let's settle in and get our compasses oriented. If you're here today in the chat, let me know. I see Denim, Matt Lane, S3, Richard Choi, Muchana, Crypto Hawk, Rewald, Caveman, Dom, Crypto Billy, what's up, my friend? You get Shabirium, Lucas. There we go. Mr. Gabriel X Dizao taking the stream scribe Ginity. Shout out to you, my friend. You are a great example for everyone else who isn't subscribed yet. Let's get to 100K. Let's get that little check mark on YouTube. My life will be complete, and I can stop telling you to subscribe, because after that, what's the point? Anyway, in the top 10, Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Cardano, DOGE, Polygon, pretty much every non-stable coin in the top 10 with about a 2% loss over yesterday. However, when we look to the week, Bitcoin is still up 1.9%, Ethereum up 3%, BNB up almost 10%, XRP laying flat with about 0% change over the last 24 hours, Cardano, Doge up 6%, Polygon up 10%. So while today is red, we do see on that weekly time frame, pretty much everything's right where it was or slightly above where it was 7 days ago. This is weird. Top gainer in all of the space apparently seems to be Terra Classic USD or USTC, trading at 3.7 cents. I don't think that this is actually UST. This is USTC, something else. Although looks equally not pegged to a dollar. I wouldn't be gambling on that myself. In the other big gainers, I don't really notice anything here that I'm familiar with. AGIX, I think someone said something about that in the waiting in the live stream before. Maybe we'll take a look. Biggest loser is the only one that I recognize would be Everscale, and it looks like Kin down 20%, Everscale down 13%. We're definitely seeing a disproportionate upside to downside here on our top 1,000 gainers versus losers. Definitely. Taking a look at CoinGlass or BYBT.com. Crypto Fear and Greed up to 60, still in the neutral zone. It might be an interesting study to take a look at that. Crypto Fear and Greed has become kind of a busted index in my opinion. But welcome to let me know your thoughts. What's up, Bear Bully, covering both sides. Thanks for subscribing, my friend. US dollar index is up. Gold contract is down. Our funding rates, I believe, are pretty neutral, maybe a little leaning heavy long, with the exception of Coingecko. Who knows what Coingecko is smoking? Pass me some of that good, man. Puff, puff. So we're going to get into the reasoning of what's happening today. But I wanted to do something a little different, too. So maybe I don't know how I'll do this, but I wanted to also just converse with you guys. I think the first half an hour of each live stream, maybe I should do a little bit more interaction with the stream chat, with what you guys are looking at, because that's a lot of my alpha. A lot of my alpha is I pay attention to what you guys are talking about, not necessarily each individual ticker, but the consensus. When we start hearing tickers more often, they start catching my eye, and that would be the reason that I have ILV pulled up today. Pretty fancy. So what the heck is going on in crypto? Why are we seeing red? I thought only up. What? This is a rug. It's a rug pull. There's a pretty clear reason. On the week, we see the dollar, after trading to a new yearly low at just above 100, didn't quite reach our support, but dang close. Dang close. The weekly, now trading in a, I'll call it a kicker candle. I'll call it a kicker candle. What's a kicker candle? I invented it, so don't even bother Googling it. Don't even bother Googling it, because you won't find it. I guess we don't have volume here, whatever. Basically, a candle that trades maybe to a new low or a new high. An intra candle reverses in the other direction, trading higher. Now, it does have 5 hours to close because it is Friday. I hope you guys have weekend plans. And if you're just chilling this weekend, that's cool too. And closing higher. So on a close today of the Dixie, or the dollar strength index, we will see what I will call a kicker candle. And usually that is a pretty strong reversal signal. Bullish hammer is the candlestick type it will close at. So what is going on? The Fed, people are saying it was dovish. I really didn't interpret it as dovish. There was no discontinue or pivot talk. The job numbers came out. Job numbers were very, very strong. Unemployment at multi-month, maybe yearly lows. Not exactly what the Fed was looking for. And the dollar is rallying off of it. So where might we look for the dollar to move to? If we look above, we see our weekly order block right here into 2023, and that's created a resistance at 103 point, we'll call it 5. A move up to there, we may find profit taking, and we may see in next week, potentially next week, maybe even today if it rallies higher, a move back down off of that resistance. This would be a really clean support to resistance test, and that would put risk assets, and it looks like even equities, in trouble. So where are we seeing the dollar put pressure? The most obvious example, we looked at it last stream, gold. Funny, I was talking last stream about gold. Looks like I've been saying it's going to hit 2,000 this year. It's looking really strong. Well, gold had some different plans in mind. Gold reversed pretty hard from where we looked at it, reached up to 1960, so that's close to 20K. That might be close enough. And since then has pretty much shot the bed, especially into today and the strength of the dollar. We are seeing gold take a beating, at least in gold terms, down 5%. That's actually pretty damn huge for gold. Let's get rid of this. Down huge in 2 days. Yesterday closed a -2, and today trading down to 2.5 minus. That is not what we wanted to see. However, I'm sure many of you would argue that a strong gold is not necessarily a good thing for the world, and that this would be a good thing to see it sell off before 2000. I'd probably agree. However, we're just looking at the charts. Gold taking a beating with the Dixie rallying. What about stocks? Let's pull up the S&P 500. S&P 500, or risk assets, we'll call it. I'm still looking for 4,300, 4,300. On a break of, we broke this 4,100, and we can see price action has remained above 41 even through the dollar strength. And what's pretty cool is we have, is this a stocks? These stocks are a scam. All right, just follow me here for a second. Stocks are a scam. How can a candle close down and it's still below yesterday's open, yet it's a green candle? This doesn't make sense. Stocks are a scam. Markets should not halt. That's silly. Markets should be left to their own good. However, basically kind of seeing some gaps being formed here and filled in, but it's still above 4,100, so I think it's still looking good for 4,300 in the week, probably ahead. However, it's interesting to see S&P 500, we'll call it, it's still red, even though the candle's green. Gold, very, very red. In fact, I'm going to set an alert in case it breaks, what is this? The low of this hour during the live stream. We're seeing a little divergence here. We're not really seeing necessarily what I would expect, but it's interesting and it's definitely spicy. Total crypto market cap, let's take a peek as well. We're going to compare all these assets, and then we're going to hopefully do the stream interaction if I remember. In a bullish engulf on the day. Weird. Yesterday's close, or yesterday, the day before, our stream's close, very strong. We're seeing basically candle closes right back where we were at the end of January. We have a wick higher, and now with yesterday's close, a close above resistance. This is the first time we've seen a candle open above and close above 1 trillion on total crypto market cap. Today's candle traded lower, but now looking to maybe close higher today. Very spicy. More importantly than that, we have the 200 daily cleanly below us. We're seeing consolidation above it. I'm not going to lie, that makes me a little weary. And I'm going to show you some new trades that I opened. A little weary, and those trades will reflect this. I don't like consolidation above resistance. Typically, in technical analysis, that's considered a good thing. In crypto, I have not seen it play out well. This is a little threatening to me, but we haven't seen price action follow through. We did see a higher high yesterday, and so this isn't necessarily a panic situation, but it's a cautious situation. Where I'm looking, same thing at that 200. At that 200 weekly, right here. That would be about 971 billion. And any trading below that, I'm going to get a little more bearish for the short term. However, we don't see that quite yet. Has not happened. So let me try to honor my word here and read the chat. I see Sumanth, huge fan from India. Shout out to India and all of our friends around the world. Shout out to every single country. We have viewers from every country here. Everyone is welcome. You know, that's how I see, or that is one of the strengths and value I see in crypto. I'm not going to get into any kind of political, left, right, whatever, argument or rant. But what I will say is crypto is a great uniter. Crypto doesn't care who you are, where you're from, what you look like, I don't know, what you believe. All it cares about is the math. And that is why I have absolute faith in Bitcoin, in crypto. Is it's the first thing that the world has that has no bias, it has no perception, it has no idea what's going on. It's not sentient, but it has no idea what's happening in the world around it. It simply follows what it's set out to do. And that's one of its biggest strengths. And it's just, I love how inclusive it is. Anyway, shout out to the Crown Crew. What's up, Pizza Slice Token? Sue Deep, how you doing, man? Chinada. What's Chinada? I don't know, KV Hups. Good to see you. Combat Chimps, John Co. Who else is here? MBF Forum, FedEx. From Chile, shout out to Philly. Shout out to Secret Fish. Secret Fish super chatted a bunch in the last live stream. Very appreciated. Shout out to Secret Fish. And Bajarki. Bajarki, if you're out there, my friend, we miss you. Come back. Grace us with your presence. You definitely don't have to gift out anything or super chat. We just want you around as part of the fam. That's all. Rolling 69ers. What's up, my dude? Guys, only 165 likes. Let's get that up to 420. We can do it. Everyone here. How many do we have viewing? I didn't even look. We got about 400 viewing. We can get 420 likes right now if you guys just pick up your finger, pick up the mouse, click that button, hit like, hit dislike if you don't like it, and then maybe if you change your mind, hit like. Doesn't matter. Smash the buttons. What's up, Craig Bowen? Chewy. Bot spammer, where? Sumanth says he's Satoshi. Very interesting. Satoshi, can I have some Bitcoin, please? We love you, Tom. Thank you, iGamble. I love you, too. Fish Tank. What's up, Tom? What's up, Lofts? Profit, Dazix. What are you guys looking at today? He was trying to pay to be a mod? I don't know. You didn't need to pay to be a mod, man. Mod's free. Wrench is free. All you have to do is be around the channel, promote the good vibes, promote the good community, and I mean, you get one. We got a lot of mods. Duchess of DeFi. The beautiful Cassie Wolf is here. And intelligent. Everybody say, Cassie, when are you going to make content? We're waiting for your streams. Let's encourage her. Like number 172, right on. What's up, Nikolai Studios? Ninja Glock, my boy. Mr. Hart. T-Friend. I am Jess. Beautiful Jess. Love you, Jess. Good to have you here. Denim Patches. McGee Games. Mr. Bell. Murov Group. Nice to see you guys. What are you guys looking at? We have Ethereum pulled up. We're going to take a look at it. Would I buy spot OP at this price? I would not. I would not. We're going to look at OP. I have it pulled up already. I'm trying to get a good idea of what you guys are looking at today. What vibes are you feeling? What questions do you have? I want this to be a little bit more impromptu. I want to have a little bit of community time every stream, so I'm trying. You guys know it's hard to keep me on track. Pump the content. That's right, Pickle. My man, Pickle. Shout out to Pickle. Doing the timestamps every day. These streams are timestamped. After the live, it takes maybe a minute or two. So if you missed a chart, you missed a topic, go back. It should be easy to find. Appreciate you, my friend. You're going to keep asking because I got to see this. What is that? What am I looking at? What am I seeing? Put it back in the chat and catch it. What's up, Doge King? I could arguably be the Doge King, but I guess I'm the Litecoin King for now. For now. MC sleeps. What's it sleeping on? YFI. I did get an alert on YFI. I actually do have it pulled up too. You'd like to make some money today? Me too. Me too. Let's make some money. Let's make some money. My new trades don't really seem to be making money yet. We'll see what happens. Algo, KDA. What else we got? Show us paid indicators in BTC. I don't know how to answer that. What to invest in short term? Those are almost conflicting words, Mr. Loading Name. Investment and short term. I think that's one of the biggest traps that traders and maybe retail investors fall into, is not understanding that investment is long term. Investment is not short term. If you're looking for investment short term, get a job. Trying to make money short term, get a job. Buy a lot of tickets. ONE, says Robert Nitz. I know Cassie is looking at ONE. I actually think I have it pulled up. I might have closed it. I'll pull it up. We're going to have a bunch of charts to get through. Let's zoom in on the dollar. Approaching 103.5 resistance. Hopefully it fails. LRC looks strong. We've looked at LRC a lot recently. I could pull it up. No promise we're going to get to it because we haven't gotten really any update there. It's just chilling exactly at our target. Exactly at our target. Invest in your education. Agreed. Agreed. Invest in yourselves. That's the greatest investment anyone can make. Yeah, there you go. If you want short-term gains, invest in yourself. Learn something. That's the only way. Take a look at AGIX. There we go. Were you the guy asking for it earlier? I saw it on the biggest gainers today. Short-term trade, we'll take a peek. We're looking for trades today. Luna C is crazy. I got Luna C pulled up. I got it pulled up. Let me see. LRC. I got so many tabs now, man. You got so many effing tabs now. I definitely had it pulled up. What happened? Sol. We got Sol pulled up. Matic. I had Lunacy pulled up. Maybe I closed it. I don't really like looking at Lunacy. We'll get to it shortly. Actually, we might get to it sooner. No, shortly, because it's Wiccan. Biggest learning experience, invest, trade, hold, DCA. Right on, Matt Lane. That's wise words. People are always looking for a shortcut. There is no shortcut to riches. Money takes time. Wealth takes time. You'll teach me something today. All right, I learn every day, man. If you're done learning, you got a problem. Everything else is garbage. Where is live trading with 10K, Michael? There you go, bud. There's your live K. There's your... That's not it. This one. There you go. It's actually more than 10K. This position alone is 10K. I got 3-4 more open. Check total 3. Haven't looked at that in a while. Maybe we can take a peek at the totals. Ricky Bobby, thanks for the 5 super chat. I have Wi-Fi pulled up. You can take a look at it. Aptos. Do I have Aptos pulled up? We should definitely look at Aptos. I think it hit our targets and then fell back down. We will take a peek. ILV, we got ILV. Filecoin, Avalanche. Avalanche we've been looking at a lot. It hit our target. I don't think it's gone anywhere since, but I do have Avalanche pulled up. Anyone ever trip and trade? Kenny, well, make sure that whatever you're tripping on is legal in your jurisdiction. Don't do anything illegal. I may or may not have done a little bit of the old trippy charting at one point, and let me tell you, it blew my mind. That was a long time ago. The key to success is knowing when you don't know something and then research it. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I was saying. If you're done learning, if you think you're done learning, you know everything, man, you have a problem. You have a problem. That's going to bite you. Algo. Mana. All right, I'll pull up Algo and Mana. If you are here and you haven't said hi yet, say hi. Let me shout you out. If you're here and you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. We are racing Bitcoin to 100K. Oh, my mana short got stopped out. We are racing Bitcoin to 100K. Last year it was a tight race. This year we're pulling ahead. So keep smashing those buttons. Keep smashing them. Where's Shalom? Oh, you just said Shalom. Shalom is an OG of this channel. What's up, Jeet, Ryan, Lewis, Helio, Jonah, Leo, Ralph, Steven, Up to No Good, Marty, Kenny, Jesse, Rank 1, Omuline, Rosaline, GGGD, I like that name, Obe, Jeremy Ragsdale, the great Jeremy Ragsdale. Where have you been? Jeremy Ragsdale, where have you been, buddy? Are you still doing your lives? Guys, Jeremy Ragsdale, super talented musician here, hosts some live streams. I don't know, have you been doing them? 9 days ago? Looks like you've been taking a little break. No worries. Guys, subscribe to Jeremy Ragsdale. Great dude. Great dude. Great dude. What's up, Big Red, RD, Water Swig, Civada, Marky, CryptoX Gamer, Crypto Khaleesi. Is texting me. They know I'm working. Spoiled Beans, Cryptogenic Dude, Leo Deck, Colin. What up, brother? Teaching, performing, streaming, right on. I feel same. Hex actually looking okay, says Mr. Hart teaches. Are you a Hex? Are you a Hex mole? Tunes? Can you guys not hear the tunes? I have tunes on, but maybe they're not loud enough. Let me know. Algo. I got Algo pulled up. All right. Yeah, all right. Tom Cruise, around. Tom Cruise, around. Right on. Let's do this. We have a ton of charts pulled up. I'm going to go from left to right. We'll probably take a look at most of these today, and we'll get a little idea here. We have Mana pulled up. Algo pulled up. We have gold. We already looked at gold. Move that over. We have APT. We already looked at stocks. We have total crypto market cap. We already looked at that. All right, we have ONE. Ooh, I know Duchess of DeFi is looking at this today. ONE approaching resistance. We have Litecoin. We have Luna C. Is it still Luna C to invest in Luna C? Time will tell. Time will tell. Ethereum. Cardano at a very important price point. Avalanche. This is just a little teaser for what we're going to look at today. Avalanche. I even have Render pulled up. I looked at that. Shout out to the Paul Barron Network. I was streaming live with them yesterday. Love Paul. Crypto OG mindset. Love the dude. It was fun to bring a little bit of spice to his stream. So Solana LRC. Luna C is already up. XRP. BNB. YFI. ILV. We'll move this one up a little bit. This one, Loopring, we already have up. OP. And Coin. That's our selection for today. That's our selection so far. And we have our live trades to update on. Live trades to update on. Let's go ahead and new chart. Bitcoin. It's not January anymore. It's February. I don't even know what the date is. It's Friday, February 3rd, 2023. New start, new chart, new chart, new start. Every day, we like to create a new chart so that we can cleanse our palates of the past price action and look at the chart anew. So let's start. We haven't done this in a while. Let's just throw on all of our macros, all of our macro levels. 20K, 13.8, 10.7 to 10.5. Sitting above us or right at price right now from our monthly order block. 23.3. We closed just below it after trading higher last month. Now we're kind of dicking around at this level. Time will tell. Above that, 28.8 from our 21 summer low. 45K above that, and let's call it like 61, 62 from our highest monthlies. Now that we have a little compass to navigate, let's zoom in. Actually, let's look at Marketcipher B really quick before we zoom in. Usually on the monthly, it's not worth looking at, but let's take a peek. VWAP's up, momentum's up. I'm liking it, likely due to last month's candle. You know, something I didn't notice here. So this is Binance's chart. It doesn't have all of the data. I didn't notice this on the month. We had lower lows on RSI. I never look at the monthly because it's usually not worth it. But we have lower lows on RSI with higher lows in price. We may actually, this whole time, have been looking at a bullish divergence from our monthly lows. That's pretty spicy. That's hell spicy. Heckin' spicy. Let's go down to the week. As we orient into lower time frames, we are looking at signals or evidence to create trades around. And as we go lower and lower in time frame, these become more impacting on the shorter and midterm. Out on the monthly, you could see that take years to play out. Down to the week, maybe it could take quarters to play out, etc. Interesting. So I thought I was actually kind of full of it when I said that a second ago about the monthly. I was like, this seems wrong. But the weekly, why did no one ever talk about that? Weekly mirroring the monthly. We had a lower low all the way back in June. on RSI, actually we have two weekly bullish divergences. So if we take March to June we hit about 17.5. And then from June to, when was it? November? June to November. We hit 17, then we hit 15. We also have a higher RSI there. So what we're seeing is higher low in price, lower RSI. Lower low in price, higher RSI. So that's technically two bullish divergences on the weekly, basically in a row, leading into this rally. That's not too bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. Bearish divergence, says Sam Ross. Yeah, we could definitely identify that as well. We could definitely identify bearish divergence here because our price and RSI are high, but RSI is disproportionately higher than price. So if we look back to our previous weekly highs, we can see RSI was very low, while price was either close to the same or slightly lower. So that is a bearish divergence. You're correct. Absolutely. Marketcipher B coming off a lower low money flow, but money flow is coming up. We're not quite there yet. I do like this. We were waiting for this for a few weeks. We have seen money flow reach lower than its previous pullback, and that is a good sign. If this wasn't coming off a lower low, it'd be an incredibly strong confident signal. But for now, with price trending up and with this low being breached, we're looking to break the lower low of that structure as well. And we're going to see a rollover on money flow. This is definitely foreshadowing a rollover with this really high VWAP high, but it isn't quite there yet. On the week, our important moving averages ever closening above us for the weekly death cross. Weekly death cross. Everybody panic. Don't panic. Sitting above us at 24.8 and 25.3, the weekly death cross looms above price action. It looms. It lurks. Actually, shout out to Jason Casper. I jumped in his stream earlier today. I love Jason Casper. Good dude. Great dude. One of the few good examples in this space. Go subscribe to him if you haven't. I jumped in and he said, Tom, what are you thinking? And really short term, like hourly, as we zoom in, we'll see this hopefully. A little bearish on the lower time frames. But when we zoom out into the weekly and we see this death cross, it's never happened. We've never had a weekly death cross. The 50 weekly and the 200 weekly are going to cross bearishly, no matter what happens with price. Even if price shoots straight up, this will still happen. It won't be relevant, but it'll still happen. He said, what are you feeling? And so on the shorter time frames, looking a little bearish. Like this could be maybe just today's candle, maybe into tomorrow's. But when we look at the week, I can't imagine a scenario where the weekly doesn't hit the 200 at this point. I can't imagine it. Like it just would be totally outside my realm of like observation and understanding of charts. Now, it wouldn't be the first time that something like that's happened, but I'm betting at this point, it's a hard bet down until we touch that. If we touch that and get a really strong rejection, that's possible. We don't know what will happen there, but to see this happen would be really weird. It'd be incredibly weird. Remember, price is always chasing moving averages, and moving averages are always chasing price. So they're always looking to collide at all times. They're looking to reach back to equilibrium. And in fact, if we look at just this price history here, which is still reflective of the rest of the history, if you look at VLX, we have never spent this much time under the 200 weekly, ever. We very briefly pierced it in March of 2020. Back here in 2019, basically it held perfectly as price. This is abnormal, and to see a return to that 200 is very expected. Doesn't guarantee a new bull run, doesn't guarantee higher highs, but very expected. Weekly's done. Actually, not quite yet. Let's throw on Ichimoku Cloud. Let's get rid of everything else. Stupid Binance. So I've started using the Binance chart more because it has more liquidity. We see less gaps. We see less kind of gibberish wicks and things. The thing that sucks is it doesn't have a lot of history. And so you can't really look back. You can't use indicators really on the weekly because you don't have enough history to do so. So let's throw on Ichi on the week and let's take a peek at the week. Get rid of these moving averages. This is pretty spicy, hella spicy actually. The TK and the KJ on the Ichimoku Cloud, you can think of the TK and KJ as moving averages. even though they're not, but that's the closest thing I can tell you. The TK is the faster moving or the shorter moving average, is coming up now to cross bullishly with the Kaijun, the lower or slower moving average. There's a few takes here. One, that is a bullish signal. However, if you look at our position to the cloud, and this is how you use Ichimoku, very important, your position relative to the cloud, we are below the cloud. And so a cross up here is not really very strong. It's not a very confident bullish signal. In fact, it's the weakest bullish signal that Ichimoku cloud is capable of producing. So while that's on the horizon and that's welcomed, it's not quite celebrate time. What we do see as well, a little clue from the Ichi, right below us, 20,300. We have both of these lines right at 20,400, and those are likely to act as support. If we see a sell-off, if we for some reason don't move up to that 200 weekly and pull back, finding support at 20,400, 20,900, maybe this is a zone now from our weekly high there. Let's put a box. Very probable. Very, very probable. Very strong. Very probable. There we are. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. If we continue to move up, if this cross plays out more bullishly than expected, we'll likely move into the cloud. The cloud's sitting at 27.5. And if things are incredibly bullish, we still have time potentially to test this flat topped cloud up here at 43.5. I'm not betting on that at this point. We have until May of this year to be underneath that cloud. Kind of getting ahead of ourselves, but the Ichimoku cloud on the weekly giving us some signals here, and that cross, pay attention. Pay attention to that weekly cross. On the day, and as we zoom in, this is becoming more likely to impact price action right now, tomorrow. The day, a very good time frame to use. On Ichi, as we have seen since the beginning of this year, following the TK up, and I've said this time and time again, I'll say it again. When the Ichimoku cloud shows us the TK above the cloud and price above the TK, that might have been complicated sounding, but cloud, TK above cloud, price above cloud, and above TK, right? So price is above all of them. That is an uptrend. It's signaling to us that the market is moving upwards. When you lose the TK, it doesn't necessarily mean that trend is over, but it is a very actionable validation or invalidation point for a trend on the daily time frame. You can see right here today, we're dicking around right on top of it, making everybody clutch their pearls and worry, are we going to fall out? Totally possible, but as long as we're above the TK, it is not a great idea to bet down. The Kaijun right below, coming into our support pocket. If we lose the TK, very likely we come down to test not just the weekly TK and Kaijun, but the daily, adding another reason that we may expect to find support down here. Let's throw this on. Get rid of Ichi. So as this weekly Deathcross looms, right? We actually have the exact opposite signal on the day. Welcome to crypto. Nothing's easy. It's all complicated. Yes means no. Up means down. You know how it is. We have our weekly, and actually I can throw that on here too. Let's put both of them so you guys can really visualize it. Crap. Moving. Average. Moving and grooving average. All right. Inputs. We're going to change 1 to 50. We're going to go to chart. We're going to select week. I love this feature. Shout out to TradingView. TradingView, the best charting software. The best. The bee's knees. The holy grail of charting software. I wish they would sponsor us. They invited me to New York yesterday, but I would have had to get up at like 3 a.m. or I don't even know, some crazy time. And I was like, yeah, not going to happen. Just for like a 20-minute, like, I think it was at the New York Stock Exchange, something like that. Okay. I have distracted you long enough. Here we go. So as we're getting this Deathcross on the week above us, we're also simultaneously getting a golden cross on the daily below us. Logically, the weekly is a longer, more confident time frame. So if we're going to look at that in a bubble, probably would refer to the week. But this is a really interesting setup. I don't know. Well, we certainly have never seen this before. This is a first as well. Simultaneous crosses I don't know which direction this means price is going to go, but I do know it's going to bring hella spice. Absolute hella spice. There's really no other way to cut that. Spice is coming. Interestingly enough, our daily moving averages right above support, looking to both move into them. Maybe they even cross in that support zone. The weekly looking to cross bearishly above us. We are stuck between two rocks. It's pretty interesting. I can confidently say, and we're going to move on because I don't want to keep going forever on this, confidently say this. Price breaking the cross above us or the cross below us. Incredibly likely to bring continuation in either direction. This is my compass for the day. And so you can see the problem is that that leaves a huge area of basically sideways trading. We've seen a lot of sideways trading. We don't like it. It's boring. But breaking above us on these crosses or below us on these crosses are going to be extremely confident indicators that the market is looking to move in a direction, to pick a direction. RSI on the day, pretty spicy, actually staying overbought here after falling down from very extreme highs. In the day, looking a little janky. Dang, I don't like that. We broke our previous low here, and so we would say this is going to look to roll over until proven otherwise, and that invalidation would be a higher high on money flow. With VWAP trending down, that doesn't look super likely right now. The daily, not the strongest take at the moment. Let's go down to the 12-hour. The 12-hour Bueller. All right. Let's get a little oriented down here. 12-hour down, no longer overbought. Cooling off a little bit. Oh no! This is bad. So the 12-hour since the start of the year has been just the bullish, strongest MFer in the entire club. We did see that money flow fall off, make a lower high, and it's broken that high. This may signal the 12-hour to roll over. That doesn't look great for the day either, as it's broken its high. So we may have some confluence between the 12-hour and the daily of a move to the downside. We do have the hope that momentum catches. We've seen this happen a lot over the last few weeks or in this year. We can see momentum roll over and paint maybe an inverse head and shoulder, and that might pull the money flow back up. But at the moment, that's not enough for me to go on. It's not leaning up anymore. That is poopy. Poopy. Onto the 4, bearish divergence galore. I think we're going to do more rhyming today. It's going to be more of a rhyming episode. No, I'm just kidding. Don't have to worry about that. Our lows, or our highs are coming up. Our RSI is coming down. That's bearish divergence every step of the way. Not great. Not great. This is the jankiest thing I've ever seen on the 4-hour. What is this? We were looking for this to roll over. We have another lower high. But our lows are coming. This is weird. 4 hours totally conflicted. The one thing I do notice about the 4 that is important. Our momentum is really shy, really not looking to go bearish. Every time it's reached down into negative momentum, we have had a higher low. Bulls buying that back up, saying we're not ready to stop. We're not going to let this fall. If that continues, we may see this roll back up. It's not a bad sign. But at the moment, this is the only goodie that I see really since we saw the day. Since we even looked at the day. All right. Let's go down to the hour. We'll do a low time frame or two, and then we'll move on. We'll get into the alts, into the charts. Same bearish divergence painting on the hour. Hourly, lower money flow high, lower money flow, negative money flow high. So we're seeing some constriction, contraction in the market, some coiling. Nice strong VWAPs on these last moves, but hourly momentum looks like it's rejecting at the 0 line. Not seeing the most bullish stuff today, but I will remind you guys, I'm always bullish. That's my secret. I'm still bullish. Even if when I enter shorts, I'm still bullish. Price just goes both directions. You can't look at it through one side. 15-minute or 30-minute here. I do see some rolling over to the upside. You might see something like this. Same bearish divergence, I'm sure. On the highs, unfortunately. Can't get away with it. Can't live with it, can't live without it. Make sure you guys are still subscribing, smashing the like buttons. We have 600, 700 viewers. Pretty good. My connection was terrible this morning. My internet was all kinds of janky. So if it still is, please let me know so I can yell at my internet service provider. If you haven't voted in the poll, we have 600 votes at the top of the poll. This is a very important poll. Bitcoin is going to look to reject from the 200, break above the 200, or drop from here. So far, 38% of us reject, 40% break, 21% drop from here, no hit to the 200. That's going to put 60% of us on the bear side, 40% on the bull side. Maybe I got to rethink my new trade. When everybody agrees, I get worried. 15-minute view ops moving up. We have broken the low. Ooh, that's kind of ugly too. Please save us 5 minutes. 5 minutes not saving us. That looks pretty bad. 5 minute, I think, is looking for another move to the downside before returning maybe to this kind of equilibrium here at 23.5. That's probably what we're seeing on the very low time frames. 1 minute still looking bearish, agreeing with the 5. So my outlook for this live stream is going to look something like this. I'm seeing on the 1 and the 5 more downside. Not necessarily threatening downside, but more downside. That downside is looking to roll over for a move back up. Maybe a return right back there to 13.5. And I don't know what happens after that. Maybe we see a little pennant form and break out. All right. Let's say something like this. The reason I think this resolves at least past that equilibrium point to the 30-minute rolling over. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. All right, chat. Good so far. Thank you, Pickle. Alucard. I love that anime. I love anime. I don't watch as much as I used to. Just watch Chainsaw Man. Shit's fire. Watch Chainsaw Man. I cried. I cried on the first episode of Chainsaw Man. Not sobbing, but you tell me you watched the first episode, didn't cry. I think you're full of it. Full of BS. All right. I'm Gucci. Thank you, Leo. CryptoFire. Thumbs up. Keep smashing the likes and subscribe. Share the stream. Join us in the Discord for more goodies. Smells like a short squeeze. I could take it. Do I still do stocks with Super Chat? We've kind of moved away from the Super Chat model because they're really disruptive and I get lost. But I take a look at stocks. We've been looking at Tesla. We've been looking at SP 500, NASDAQ. What's up, Skip Factor? Vivek, looking at INJ. Elijah W. Giggling me. Sam Ross, nah, dude. The main is a simp. I don't even know what you're referring to. But hey, simping. Simping ain't easy. What's up, R. Martin? Vicious Teletubby. What a great name. Greetings from Mexico. Shout out to Mexico. All of our viewers out there, you are appreciated. Hola. ¿Cómo está? That's about all my Spanish. Discord Alpha. What's up, Ro? Hi, friends. GLMR. Loading name. You're full of tickers today, man. I like it. Sam James. We retest 22.3 before going to 30. Interesting. I like those numbers. I like them. Maxim. You want to look at Hex? There's been multiple people on Hex today. You know, this channel, we used to have a rule. It'd tip $100 to look at Hex. It got paid. This is Hex against F. Ugh. My problem with Hex is that it's not traded anywhere. When it's not traded anywhere, there's no liquidity. It makes the chart not so great. I'll put it at the end. If we get to it, we get to it. Let's take a peek at some alts. Mana just ripping off of its base. Nice kind of V-shaped bottom here. It's past its May resistance. We had a short play. We were looking potentially for an entry at 58. Didn't happen. $1.61. You may run into, as always, some dollar gibberish. You always do. Man. May run into some dollar gibberish. This is not, I will say, this isn't like an orthodox resistance. But we do see some interaction here. Support, resistance, nothing. Resistance. And it's right around that dollar mark. So usually you get some profit taking at your $1, $10, $100 mark. as it's just a psychological level. And basically it's like saying, well, why would that really work? Well, if you take 1 million different traders and you tell them to pick a number and something is at less than $1, a disproportionate amount of them are going to pick $1. It's an easy number to comprehend. Easy concept. And we see it play out. Now, they're not usually reversals on a macro sense, but they're usually profit taking. So something like this, sometimes we'll see it pen it out. Sometimes we'll see it come on back to support. $1.67 would be, in my opinion, the macro resistance above with that $1 psychological level on mana. Daily could look better, though. Daily could look better. If I was looking for an entry, I'd be looking down at 58.1 cents, or if it comes, a more prime entry at 420. 42 cents. That would be a really prime entry. We have to move our fib up. Our 618 still down there at 42 cents. Mana looking good for the moment. For the moment. This structure here in candles is a little threatening. It definitely looks like a pretty bearish ascending wedge, so I don't love that. However, ascending wedge don't necessarily mean anything if this space is bullish, which it has been. If Bitcoin rips up, I expect this to move to 167. And take a look at ALGO here, one of the coins we bought live on stream, Spot. I think we're up 30 or 40% at this point. Trading at 26 cents. Apparently, ALGO loves my doodle, because it has followed, like, if you guys are watching the live stream, probably drew this back here, beginning of this year, and it was just a doodle of, like, this is how price action may approach 30 cents. It's followed it pretty well. I didn't move this at all, and it hilariously even, like, found support at the doodle low. I mean, don't put stock into the doodle, but it's pretty funny. 30 cents above you, gotta break it. You break 30 cents, you can look for 50 pretty quickly. Below you, 15, we'll call 15.5, 16 cents support. I could look to take a short from 30, targeting maybe your 618 retracement, likely down at like 20 cents. Or, if it doesn't come, look for that 16-cent entry back to 30 for a 2x. I think there's really good trades to be had there. However, none of those trades involve moving right now. None of them involve anything right now. Trading is a game of patience. It's like a hunter. The hunter doesn't run around making noise looking for prey. Sits and waits. Lets the prey come to it. If you can do that in trading, you will be successful. I can almost guarantee it. Let's look at Apt. Apt grabbed everyone's attention, including ours, into 23. We were looking at it before it broke $6, saying major resistance, $8, above that 10. And then we said before it broke 10, let's do some moon math using our fib extension tool. Connecting our high to our low, we looked for our 1618 and 2 extensions at 1482 and 1755, we'll call it. Tell me TA doesn't work. Look me in the eye, tell me TA doesn't work. TA doesn't know the future, doesn't give you the right answer all the time. But I'll be damned if anyone had any other way of finding 1755. It did trade up to 20. Double topped on the week and the day. We haven't seen that much selling off. But this gave us such a prime place to take profit before it was even broken. So anyone who entered pretty much anything on this way up, preferably lower than $8, great place. Great place. And you can see we're not the only ones looking at it. With all these arrows on the chart, how could you not look at it? I'm just kidding. Prime. 1482 is below you. So here, someone asked, would you buy Aptos Spot today? This is my answer. You guys know I don't like buying green. I like buying red. I don't like buying green. Aptos is up 400, almost 500% this year in February. It's only been a month. This year. That's very green. In fact, it might be one of the most green. So, would you buy Spot today? I would not, obviously. However, a spot position has some different dynamics, right? Since it's a spot position, it has no fee, no funding fee. It has no liquidation. And so if you're itching, if you're dying to buy something that's up 500%, I would say it's not a great idea, but you can approach it in a way where you limit your risk and you can turn it into what is like a financial suicide idea into a managed risk position. So you guys have heard me talk about my like $100 rule, maybe I'll call it. Whenever I have a coin that I really am feeling FOMO, usually the answer is don't do anything with it. FOMO is a killer. But if you can't fight it, because we're humans and we all experience this in trading, myself included, you just can't fight it. Every time you, I don't know, close your eyes, open your phone, you're thinking about it. Oh man, I gotta get in, I'm gonna miss it. The really safe way to approach is yes, one, spot, and two is to do what I call like the $100 method. Usually in the $100 method, we split the buys up. I can't remember the last time we did a really good example on this of, but we'll figure it out. We split the buys up. What we do is we usually take half and say, okay, enter, just market enter, whether it's up or down. Do it with half of what you want. So you have to pick an amount that's right for you. For me, it's $100. I don't care about $100 in my portfolio. If it goes to zero, I won't lose any sleep. I don't care. If it goes to infinity, like my FOMO is telling me, then I'm a bajillionaire, right? So I'm good either way. What we usually do is market order in to get rid of those emotions. And then we look to the supports below us and we can either break up the rest of that or we can just slap it down at a support below. Problem here is if you did that now, your cost average would be like $15. So now you're betting on on expansion from 15. If it doubles, it's only at 30. Like you have missed no matter what. You've missed the majority of the gains because you're buying 500% up. But what you're doing here is you're eliminating your emotions. You're creating a safe spot position. You're using an amount that you're not worried about. So if it goes up or down, you're not experiencing that really intense FOMO. That's what I would do here if I had to. I don't feel that here with Aptos. Obviously, the right answer, the smart answer is you're just going to want to wait maybe for a retest of 10. That might be a stronger entry. Back at a macro support. Buying high always has its risk. The magic of the $100 method is you're taking an amount of money that risk is not significant. Then you're able to hold the position up or down. Up or down. If Aptos breaks that $20 resistance on the day and the week, let's just call it 25. Seems like really lazy TA, but is what it is. I'll say 25 is your next upside target. I think this is the 3 Fibonacci extension. And it's, again, a psychological value ending in 0 or 5 psychological values. All right. Aptos, you're done. We had a good in-depth discussion. I went on longer than I wanted. Let's keep it moving because not everyone's interested in Aptos. ILV. We looked at this. It looks like back in January. At that time, it had a really, really big descending trend line. Really, really strong. After double bottoming at 37.70, price retook its previous resistance at $50, back tested it beautifully. There's another psychological level coming in, $50, and pushed above its descending trend line. After that, we were looking for a back test of maybe 56.60 to hit the back of that trend, to hit the recently established order block and support there. Didn't quite happen. Only traded down to 57, so we missed it by $1. It happens. Better to miss the boat than board the Titanic. This has actually been moving really well. I don't own any ILV. I probably won't because now it's up 300%. However, unlike many charts, we've seen this make some very concrete back tests. Many charts are skipping the back tests. Even on our break of 66.50, we saw on the daily price pullback. Now it's trading at $100. When we looked at this last time, we said this chart, at this time it hadn't broken out yet, didn't look this strong. But we said we have this big box of pretty smooth sailing above us. That box starts above 115, not quite there yet, and it ends right around $485. Wild. Price has not broken into this box yet, which means it's still facing resistance. We're at $100. Psychological level seems to be the theme today. Likely to see profit taking here and into that 115, 117-ish area. If it can close a strong day or week, it might, or it can, we've seen it before, make a very strong move. That would target $500. Now that's only a 5x from here, which is pretty big. However, you got to get into this box, and once you do, you're going to see what happens when these crypto charts fall so inefficiently. Price action so inefficient here. This is the only real resistance at all that we see from July. You have a tiny little bit here. June, tiny little bit here in June before. But the reason we don't see strong resistance is we didn't get strong bounces on the way down. If we had seen price action like this, we would likely have many trapped orders looking to escape at break even, pushing price down, adding selling pressure, but we don't. We don't have that. So if you can break through, the market is going to look to fill in that volume. It's going to look to take that inefficiency and leave everybody waiting for a pullback for whatever. Stopped in short or caught in shorts, etc. A lot of charts look this way. The issue, you're not there. It's not the ripping market order time. You're at $100. You're likely to see some kind of profit-taking consolidation at that level. So keep your eyes peeled. If ILV trades up just a little bit more, maybe it's going to go on a ripper. It already has gone on a little bit of a ripper. Let's move it on. So I pulled up Litecoin. Here. I noticed something really cool. This isn't really important, but I'm a chart nerd, so nerd out with me for 1 second. When we look at Litecoin from December, from our $61 low up to $102.65 that happened, what, a day or two ago? I noticed this last night, and this is really cool. I don't know what it means. Tell me your thoughts in chat. But look at where our Fibonacci retracement levels are. It's pretty spooky. We had these horizontals placed before we had this fib tool placed. At our 786, 86, or 68 to 29. At our 618, our golden retrace, 74.29. At our 0.5, 79.39. It's pretty spooky. I don't know if I've ever seen a fib retrace line up so perfectly with so many fibs. It's weird. I don't know if that means it's more likely to test them or not, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I've never seen it really happen like that. You see it where maybe like the 0.5 and the 618 look good, but never have I seen more than three of these so perfect. It's pretty spooky. So Litecoin, you guys know I love Litecoin. I'm not bearish on Litecoin. However, you'll notice something new here on this chart. Something new. A little short ski. I believe it was last night or the night before. It was the night before. No, it was last night. It was yesterday with the dollar rallying yesterday. I decided, hey, this might be a really good time for a hedge. We're just under the 200 weekly with Bitcoin. We've had a lot of upside action. The dollar's pumping. If that continues, we're likely to see a pullback across the space. So yesterday, and you can see it necessarily wasn't the best trade. Entry was at like $100 with our stop, or with my stop, just above the high. And what I was betting on is, okay, we either see that strong retracement now, or we're going to go pop above the 200 on Bitcoin. We're going to see everything run. And so I want to be right out of that position. Take profit, 91, back to this strong resistance that was already tested once. Great take profit. That's a 3.8 to 1, so risking 2.5% for a 9.53% gain. It's interesting the price is right back into it. So let me pull this up. I know, I shorted the Litecoin. Oh my god. Oh my god. My entry was a little worse, 99.11. It's currently at 99.89 on, this is a MEXC actually. And I'm down $35. No. The takeaway from this is hedging your bets can be a very intelligent move if it is a planned, calculated thing. If you have your invalidation, if you have your entry, if you have your exit. Simply randomly hedging, not such a successful thing. This is calculated. If it gets stopped out, it gets stopped out. It's down 7% right now, $35, not a big deal. But what's going on is these are hedges against my outstanding long trade here on Bitcoin. That's up 245% over 4,000. I think it was up near 5,000 yesterday. These are bets against myself. I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit on those shorts If that gives me a higher confidence that we're going to continue up, if this long is going to continue juicing, took a little bit off the table. So far, not a great trade, but we're not stopped out. We'll see if it happens. Either way, if you guys notice, I was talking about it earlier, what I've done is I've set myself up for what? For a win-win scenario. If price rockets up, Bitcoin retakes the 20 weekly, this gets stopped out, I lose, I don't know, maybe like $50, something like that. If we see that rejection before 200 for some reason, price starts going back down, I have a little hedge open that will take a little bit of the sting out. A little bit of the sting for that downside. And so what that's doing is it's putting me in a good mindset where I'm not going to be emotional about price up or down. Highly recommend, if you've never schlonged before, if you've never schlonged, what a silly word, highly recommend it. Not just randomly market ordering, but making a plan, because it's a very comfortable position to be in. When you have a long and a short open, you are paying fees, but you're insulated to the emotions. And that's going to make your logic way more sound. You're going to be more successful in trading. You're going to have your head on straight. On the day, Litecoin, let's see, wasn't looking the hottest last time. This is a slightly lower high. But what I do like here is now we have held that low. Money flows come up a little bit. It's going to have to exceed that high for me to remain on the money flow is going up side. If it doesn't hit that high and it breaks its low, this is looking to roll over, and then we're likely going to see at least that $91 mark, but it's not quite there yet. Our daily candles look very strong. Potential 3 candle setup on a close above like 100 and something. We saw this previously right here. We could be seeing continuation, and if that's the case, if it trades higher than the 23rds, or not 23rds, the January's high, I'm out. I'm out of that short. Trades don't have to reflect your sentiment. In fact, there's lots of value trading against your sentiment. Make money if you're wrong. Make money if you're right. Same targets. We've been looking at this for literally ever. Is this not the right chart? Where's our trade? Where is our trade, sir? There we go. There we go. Looking at the zoomed out version, it's pretty much doing what we were expecting all the way back here below our trend line. Moved up to 100. It didn't blast through. It started moving sideways as we drew here weeks ago. I'm looking for a higher low up to 121. And that's going to be the big old resistance. You break 121 and you have pretty clear sailing. You got pretty clear sailing above you for Litecoin. I remain bullish, but I'm currently in a short. Dun dun dun. Let's go to Luna C. Guys wanted to check out Luna C. It looks like we went for a short there at resistance. Got stopped out. Price didn't really go anywhere though. Did not reach this. Did not reach down. I think we need a little bit higher time frame. Put something in the chat if you're looking at Luna C, if you're trading Luna C and you're not crazy. Put something in the chat. Or if you are crazy, I don't care. Let's take this week. Okay, that looks really good. That looks good. That looks good. All right, so it traded up into daily weekly resistance today above 0002 all the way up to 00021. Sold back below 0002. A close above will be very strong. Be very strong for the old lunacy. Support below you 0161. If you guys have been watching the stream, we have been talking about the exact support for a long time. Quite a long time. I'm starting to see, do you guys see it? I'm starting to see maybe a neckline appear. You guys see this neckline? So we were looking for potentially an inverse head and shoulders. If it came, price action agreed. Price action agreed. The only missing element we have, and this I agree is not really a great looking inverse head and shoulders. You have your left, or left head, right. The big old dong pattern, right? Dong. You're missing one thing. You're missing a neckline, and you're missing a break of the neckline and a back test. So if we're assuming 000183 is the neckline, this could be the break. The close above. You can see we have not closed above this line since November of last year. Close above. See some kind of price reach up to the upside. That could go as high, I think, as 0023. A pullback to that neckline and a run. That would complete the pattern. So I'm looking for support down here. I'm looking for a candle close above 002, a pullback to 0081, and a run. That's what I'm seeing, at least for now. Money flow actually is red, just flipped green, but I think this is actually a very bullish daily money flow. We're not seeing this on other things. It was not a strong move to the upside. However, the downside was even more muted. And now it's already flipped back up. This VWAP's very high. Just like you'll be if we get 420 likes. We got 420 likes. You guys rock. We may go forth and blaze it through the weekend. Congratulations, everyone. Well done. Let's try to get to 1,000. Try to get to 1,000. Man, we have like 660 viewers. That's great. I wonder, though. It seems a little low. I wonder what's happening. Maybe the stream's not showing up. Or maybe you guys didn't like the new thumbnail. What's the new thumbnail? You like it? You don't like it? Let's make a poll. Let's make a poll. New thumb. Oh, crap. New thumbnail. I can't type without talking. Thumbnail style is thumbs up. Thumbs down. Let me know what you think about it. Vote in the poll. I like to mix it up. I like to stay dynamic, as I said earlier. I don't know if I love this one, but what I do like about it is every YouTube consultant I've ever talked to said thumbnails should not have black backgrounds. They should be bright and colorful, and that's kind of what I was aiming for. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know. Because dang, Jason Casper was just on. He had like 1,300 viewing. What's happening? Why is it so low? That's okay. We'll move on. We'll keep going. We'll push through. They'll join us eventually. They'll join us. So I'm going to set my alert here on Lunacy and move on. Let's look at Ethereum. I know everyone wants to look at Ethereum. Same upside target, 1772. Nothing's changed there. We placed a long position, just a theoretical trade here on Ethereum at 1577. Price has not come back to 1577. It still may. With our stop looking to target basically this swing low in January, because if this breaks that low, the probability of it rolling over, coming back to 1,420, blaze it, becomes very good. And this wouldn't be a bad thing for the chart. This would be probably a good thing. This was a very significant price level to Ethereum. If you look left, very, very significant, not only in 2022, but 2021, and it was the all-time high in 2017, 2018. So very important historical level to Ethereum. A backtest of support would not be too terrible, but it's not guaranteed. Not guaranteed. If we do see this get stopped out, likely stop's going to be hard here. That's going to be it's going to be actually really difficult to place a stop. We could do something like this, but I don't like that because if you notice, our stop is right at previous resistance, and that's thinking about liquidity, usually where whales are looking to push it. I think this might be a safer trade. Something like that. Really, you want to get it down at 13. I just don't know if it's going to hit. Anyway, let's look at our money flow. Ethereum's slightly more bullish than many things we've looked at so far. We see a pullback in money flow, but it's already trending back up. VWAP could be a little bit better, to be honest. Our momentum is waning off on the day. Let's check out this week here. 5 green weeklies, but what do you guys notice? What do you notice? I noticed something right away. What do you notice? What's up, Eberg Official? What's up, Eberg Official? Thanks for subscribing, my friend. Welcome to our fam. Young Chun 1. Welcome. We have a lot of subscribers. I haven't been hearing them. Kova, Darce Hades, Swippo, Son of Doom. Rory, the Rolling Robot. What's up, Rory, the Rolling Robot? Nikolai Studios, Second Blood. Welcome. If you're out there and you haven't subscribed yet, join our fam. We are racing Bitcoin to 100K. Crap, hit the wrong button. Help us beat Bitcoin to 100,000 by subscribing today. Join our fam. Jump in the Discord. I'll make you a Bitcoin holder. That's right. So what do you notice? I noticed this. January, this weekly candle, 7.5% body. Into later January, it's 20% candle body. Into later January, 4.8, 1%, and now 0.85. We've been talking about this a good amount. It's something we're keeping our eye on is the candle close, the bodies are getting smaller and smaller. This is not a great sign. Not a great sign. Absolutely, you can just close one higher and throw that out the window, but in general, this can suggest selling exhaustion. This can suggest selling exhaustion. In fact, here's an example of them getting smaller and smaller before kind of popping off, blowing off, coming back down. That's what I'm looking at right there. We have 2 days and 5 hours. So let's say Ethereum moves up to 1770. Boom, that's out the window. We throw that away. If it closes closer to 1645, maybe we're going to see that retracement or that pullback that we were just talking about. And let's see where that might bring us, actually. I didn't have my fib tool up. Let's put it on there. Get out of here. Get out of there. We go. 618, 1340. All right. Deep retrace down at 1250-ish. Let's just place a big old fat box. Let's do it like that. Likely where we'll find support in between 0.5 or 0.618 if we see this rollover. If. Is not determined yet. But Ethereum looking pretty good, kind of jiving with the rest of the market. No real further insights here today for it. Watch that weekly close in 2 days. ADA, Cardano. We do have some insights. Cardano, finally, after 10,000 years, I'm free. Who used to watch Power Rangers? Don't lie. That's right. You don't have to admit it. After 10,000 years, ADA finally hit 41.6, just shy. Let's say 41.59. Who knows? Probably hit 41.6 on some other exchanges. We had a beautiful break of our descending macro wedge. We back tested it. We bumped and run. As soon as we found support there, we said, all right, upside target's 41.6. Boom. Easy. Why 41.6? This was macro. Super important to ADA. Almost all of 2022 traded there. It fell below and rejected, cementing it as resistance. It was support. Now it's resistance. Once we bumped and run, 41.6 was just next up. It could have come down to 31.1 first before moving up, but we really didn't see that across the market. Now that we've hit 41.6, I was talking about hedging earlier. ADA at a pretty interesting level to hedge. Because the invalidation, the thesis is good. If it goes higher than 41.6, ADA may move all the way to 72. It could do that pretty quickly. This is where the majority of the resistance is going to be. If it taps it, finds sellers, likely to return to support at 31.1. What I like about Cardano right now is that it has two, maybe it's too good to be true, but it has two really easy, not easy as in easy money, but easily invalidated, we'll say that, easily invalidated trades. One's a long and one's a short, and either I think is pretty valid. Pretty valid. Any move above 41.6, I'm looking for 72. Rejection from there, 31. You pray that holds. If 31 doesn't hold, you might finally look for that 15-cent support to be tested. But that's way ahead. We're not looking at that yet. That's not in the cards yet. Money flow in the day needs to come up slightly more. Bulls are keeping momentum positive. Things are looking good. I think that the entry will come completely. ADA is a good trade. AVAX, one of our best trades. One of our best trades this year. That's pretty spicy. AVAX, one of our best trades this year. We looked at $12. Solid support from 21. Same thing as Cardano. You were in this big old descending wedge. You broke it. The difference here, you didn't see that bump and run. If you guys noticed from ADA. Didn't see that bump. Didn't see that pullback. Pushed to $17 resistance. That was a big one for it. It made this really ugly ascending channel. Typically, we'd look for that to break to the downside. AVAX said, nah, dog, I ain't going down. We're only getting high. Pushed up to our take profit target for a 77% gain. Spicy AF. Next resistance above 23.62. Easy peasy. This is closer to ADA's 41 cents, but not really. You can see the structure is different. Your June low was taken out. But you didn't get a clean backtest, I don't think, of 23.62. I guess on the day right here, you kind of did. Little clink. 23.62. I think it tests it. I think it at least moves up there. Above that, so if you break 23, 32.82, this is a monthly. This is huge, but this is what I wanted to get to on AVAX. We do see this on lots of charts. You can see I have the arrow here. Right here, I think I described this. I think I was talking about this yesterday with Paul Barron. This is incredibly inefficient price action. From 105, you fell all the way to 25 with virtually no bounce. You can say there is a bounce, sure, whatever. Barely a bounce. Incredibly inefficient price action. If 32.82 is broken on AVAX, 66.66. It says 63 here, but I just wanted to say 6666. Very quickly on the table. I have an alert at 23.6. Until then, it's really just powering up. Our long had sweet thesis. We had bullish divergence and swing rejection on our lows. We broke our high, and that just sent it rumping. Look at this. This is actually pretty cool. So here's a great example of swing divergence, or swing failure, and RSI divergence playing out. And not just playing out, because a lot of the time you're getting like a signal after it's gone. Like after it's pumped, and you're like, how is this helpful? It's not. Right here. We saw divergence on our low, and we saw a swing rejection on RSI. Our validation of this was a break of our high here. Look at where price was. Right at 12 bucks. As soon as it broke that high, boom, straight up. Not really straight up. But that's a great example of both bullish divergence and swing failure, not swing rejection. Coupled together, pushing price higher. I'm liking it. I'm loving it, McDonald's. Last time I had McDonald's like a week ago. Holy crap, I forget. That just makes me, I get it. Like you're like, oh, it's just so good. And then you eat it and you're like, I feel like garbage for like 2 days. Money flow, Marketcipher B, not a lot of signal there, similar to a lot of other things we've seen. Money flow is coming up in the week. I don't like this rounded top weekly though. I don't love it. I'm going to wait and see. I think a short position could be sought after. I probably won't. I'm not about shorting right now. Even though I just literally opened one last night. Ha! I'm a clown. A short position could be taken from 23.62, but I don't like where I'd have to put that stop. So I think actually the smarter play is up here. Probably with your entry a little lower, yes. That's not low enough though. It's a really crappy risk to reward. That's not a good trade. Oh well. I think that's a smarter short. Dino, let's move on. RNDR. I looked at this with Paul Barron last night. I just have it pulled up. So the reason I still have it pulled up is this. I've been talking a lot about these charts that have a very similar, extremely inefficient price action. Look at these weeklies. It is literally all red from April until June with one tiny little sliver thin candle. I can't even call that green. Can't even call that a green candle. If we look at render, it broke its resistance at 91.2. As soon as it did, this inefficiency came into play and it's pushing up very strong. Last week closed 85% up. This week 29% up. The week is not over. $2.25. Great level, great number, psychological. And that's where you see the resistance. So when you have price inefficiency like this, you're almost always spotting or looking for a trade that's going to fill in that fair value gap or that price inefficiency. 252 or 252. I'm so dyslexic. I don't know what's going on with that. 225. Potentially could take a short. I think a very strong long could be taken maybe at 92, 91. We see this happen. Painting out a big old bowl. But right now, I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it because you're already through the majority of the gains. There's still a 37% upside to 225. That's bigger than I expected. But this is going to be a high risk. You really got to calculate out your stop. Because if you think about it this way, it's like, oh, you want to market long right now because you're a degen and you can't control your FOMO. This is basically the trade you're taking. You're taking a 0.75 risk to reward. Risking 45% for 34% upside. Not advantaged. But hey, everybody trades differently. Let's get to Solana. We'll go to Solana, then we'll go to really quick LRC, XRP, BNB, YFI, OP, and Coin. Then we'll get into the chat again. If you're in chat, keep chatting, keep voting on the poll, keep subscribing, keep hyping everything up. You guys are the reason that we're about to hit 75,000 subscribers because you guys rock. Solana, there isn't going to be a lot here. You're above 20 bucks, 32.85 macro resistance above you. There's not much here. I think that this is likely consolidating. We may see that $20 touch before move to 32. Just like Render and a few others, if you can make it past what looks like the last resistance here before price inefficiency, the extreme sustained drop last year created incredible price inefficiencies to the upside. If you get through this $30-ish range, you can move to 100 very quickly. And we can see that through the price inefficiency, a volume gap, a price action gap. And we can also see that using our swing high to swing low right at our 618. 100 bucks, we'll call it. 100 bucks. Very good trade if you can get it. We haven't seen any pullbacks. These are not pullbacks. These are not pullbacks. To be a pullback, you have to see it at least return to its 236. Not happening. This is not allowing orders to re-enter. Yeah, there it is. But anyway, that may change. We may finally see a test of support. But I wouldn't bet on it. Not yet. Money flow looking great coming off a higher high. If you hold that low, 32 bucks is on deck. Momentum is faking out a lot here. This could continue to come down before hopefully finding a bounce to that 32. But sideways until proven otherwise. Not a lot happening with Sol. That could change. That could change. LRC. The only thing I had really to say about LRC is to basically gloat. Finally hitting 42-cent resistance here. Yesterday, closing below. Today in a little red doji candle. 4 hours to decide its fate. Would not be crazy. We keep looking for them. We keep getting skunked. We keep looking for the pullbacks on these charts. We get skunked. 36.6 below previous resistance. We even see that on the dailies here. A pullback, a trade from there. Definitely reasonable. You could even do the same. This short from resistance here. That's a wild take, man. 65% since we last identified support. Let's go. What's your upside target, though? 52. We'll say 52. We'll say 50. 50. 50. Did almost trade to 50. Psychological level looming above. Your real resistance is almost at 70 cents high above. You see a break of 50. 70 cents is on deck. Move through. XRP. XRP was looking so good. It still is holding its 100 and 200 daily moving averages, trading above it. Directly below what is resistance. It was support 70 or 41.7. Oh my God, I gotta slow down. 41.7. Multiple touches. Each time XRP is weakening this resistance at 71. God damn it. 41 cents. Oh my goodness. I gotta go to a doctor about this. I keep saying numbers backwards. It did backtest previous resistance as support. As long as it's holding its 200 and 100, this thing's trending up. And so far, so good. Next upside target, 51. Almost the exact same move as LRC, except, no, almost the exact same move. 41, 42 cent resistance, 50 cent above that. Pretty much the same with XRP. Huh. It's like a 25% upside. XRP, though, we do see here, our descending trend is still in play. It has been smashing up against that and resistance. I would keep my eyes peeled February 7th. We see that horizontal resistance overlapping with our descending trend line. You might get a good old bump and run. Maybe make a move to 52 cents. 51, 52. Let's look at BNB. We haven't looked at BNB in such a long time. It looks like our trade is fire. Our trade is fire. We had 2 trades. Oh, jeez. I didn't even know that. 2 trades. 9.5% take, 38.5% take. Beautiful, easy. Resistance to support to resistance play. Boom, boom. We nailed that. Nailed it. When we were looking at this chart last, we talked about the importance of, let's call it $210. You are still in threat of descending highs. You are still in threat of flat lows. Below you is some of the most inefficient price action I can find on a crypto chart. Literally from $32, it moved to 670 or something, 20x'd. If BNB loses its lows, you would expect it to fill in this inefficiency. It may not make it all the way back, but I think a typical classic trade would be looking for that previous resistance. You can see the exact opposite pattern here. Your lows were coming up. You had a flat top. Now you have a flat bottom with your highs coming down. This led to an explosive rally. This can lead to an explosive sell-off. You really, really want to see BNB break its high, maybe backtest that trend, and move back into that 600 range. Since right now it's literally at resistance at that descending trend, the only thing I can think of is a short play. Short play has really, really good reasoning too. You can just target your high and say, all right, if it makes a higher high, it leaves this pattern, I'm out. You can't get a good risk to reward though. The only good risk to reward would be shorting this lower. Shorting this down below its support. That's not ideal. It has hit its 618 retracement. That's the play. That's the play. That's what I'll be looking for. This would be crazy. I don't think that this is really going to happen. But that would be crazy. Hoping for that bump and run. I have my alerts set. Let's add one down here. And I'm going to add the note, oh no, BNB, brownie face. YFI. I did get an alert on YFI yesterday, and so that's why I have it pulled up. YFI right at resistance, 8,050. Found support at 7,100, and we're seeing flat top, lows ascending. This is going to be a hard one to trade because you're right at resistance. You can do the same thing we keep talking about. These are just brain dead shorts, tight stops, targeting support again. Because if you break your low, you're not doing this anymore and you want out. You want out. Taking a long here is very risky. I don't know how you'd even go about that. Maybe like this, just like YOLO, hope it works, right? You can do it like that. 3.5 to 1. Your next upside resistance. You might run into something here in the mid 8s, but 10.5, critical level for YFI. Critical. Found support here in 21. Fell through it, back tested it, fell to, I'll call it an all-time low. Found resistance, higher low. Test of 10,500 for Wi-Fi, very likely. And maybe even get one of these bad boys, because if you break 10.5, you're looking to double your price. That's like every chart right now. Every freaking altcoin chart did this. It did this, then it did that. Now it's looking to fill in that inefficiency. OP. Not a lot of thoughts on OP. Flat top pattern. Lows are coming up. Measured move. Boom. 325. Only traded to 323. FU chart. FU. That's right. Sniped us by 2 cents. But our 1618 and our measured moves are hit. Our long that we placed in stream, you can see just shy. Just shy. I will still say that that was a successful theoretical trade. We had the right play in mind. I pull back to support and then a move to higher highs right on. Let's look at the day. What's going on in the day? This can't be all the history. If this is all the history, then this is maybe going to go nuts. Oh yeah, I already have it. Sweet. Sweet. There it is. So this might actually look like another coin I can name Trust Wallet right now. This is on the daily. Trust Wallet's on the week. But you have the ascending lows flat top. You've broken it. You've actually even back tested it. Because you've broken your high, if this chart is the full history and that was the all-time high, it's in price exploration. And in price exploration, we get to whip out the moon targets. 1618 suggesting profit taking. $5, great target. Just under 8 for our measured move. Both ideal, or not ideal, both very strong profit taking targets. Even if you entered at like 230 before this recent jump, that's going to be over 2x. This is almost going to be a 4x. Yeah, 4x. Let me know if there's more chart history to this. Because if there is, and this isn't price discovery, and you have like on the left all this stuff here, then you're not really looking for these moon targets. Though I wonder. No, that was so beautiful. Go bring that back. I wonder if there is more history if it looks like this. Just guessing. The final coin the final thing I wanted to look at was Coin, and it's again to kind of humble brag. You guys saw it. We've been watching it. Coinbase's stock went on an absolute ripper. Using our crypto coin analysis, we identified $84, our upside target. Look what happened when price closed above 60, right up to $84. This is the 618 retracement of our local murky price action. Let's see what the higher one is. I'll take that. Ooh, too much to really look at. Our 0.5 and our 618 are right here. I'm going to take this as like a zone target instead of individuals. That's still far away. You have not closed the candle above 84, so I don't think this is actually technically broken it yet. If we can see a close, I guess it only has 55 minutes. That means we've been live for an hour and a half. If somehow it pops up into close or starts trading above it next week, 111. Where did that come from? Here. 111, let's say at 115. Next upside target. It's all going to come down to the close today and the open into next week. That's it. That's all. Someone wanted to look at Hex, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I don't think I'm going to do it. Only one person wanted to see it. And it's right back to resistance. Does look like it broke that wedge, though. Fake break. Move to the upside. Let me know when you break 3.8 cents hex. Let's peek back at the dollar here, and then I'm going to read the chat and just the chat. Dollar. I mean, this to me looks like it wants to go back to 103.5. This is not really the strongest pattern there. A little weird. But from earlier, yeah, 103.5 looks about right. 3.5, I don't know, 4 hours. 4 hours till close. We may see 103.5 tested in this day before the week closes. Yep. If this happens, especially if it happens today, likely to see some red, some downside and other stuff, as we've already seen. Let's check back in on stocks. They're gibberish daily candles looking prime here. Looking prime. Definitely could see some kind of long there. Doesn't look right. Still looking for 4,300. Little red candle, an hour to go on that. Yeah, maybe an entry onto previous resistance as support. Targeting our upside targets looks good. All right, I've been talking this whole time. Let me read the chat. I gotta refresh it. Someone said change of character. And that's an excuse to pull up my Lux Algo price action concepts. You guys know we have one of the top videos on TikTok for Lux Algo? Check out the shorts playlist, they're fire. I'm feeling good today. You guys feeling good? I'm feeling good. Not really about price action, just in general. It's the weekend. Stuff's moving. It's not moving up, but yeah, it's moving. Just feeling good. We're going to do a longer stream than usual. Lux Algo. You are correct, my sir. Change a character on the 6 hour. I think that that's looking to launch it. Launch it to 103.5. I will say this. Crypto, I think, is the hardest to trade. But I think that Forex is the least predictable. I don't know. Somehow they're not the same thing. Forex, just like, everything looks prime. Like, in my honest opinion, 100% of what I'm seeing is pointing to 103.5. Like, I don't even see a pullback. I see 103.5. But I have been in this scenario with Forex so many times where it's just not what happens. And you're like, what? Just throw the charts out. I don't know. So we pulled up Lux Algo here. We do have a change of character on the 6 hour. And it is bullish. It is a bullish change of character. I just deleted Lux Algo. It is bullish. Interesting back here. Showing us a break of structure there. So we're testing that previous break of structure on the 6 hour. 103.5. Like, what is this? What is this? What do we got on the day? 103.5, yep. This may literally, this is like happening while we're live. You'd think like because we have our money in dollars that like, that would, I don't know, we'd like it when the dollar goes up. Nah. Screw that. I want all my assets to go up. Lux Algo identifying 103.5. That's wild. Honestly, the more I use Lux Algo, the more I like it. You see this grade box here? The top of that grade box, exactly at 103.5, suggesting to us resistance. Above that, 105.6. Change the character on the 1 and the 6. It's pretty spicy. Oh, we started streaming back here. And it's only moved up. Only up. Total hanging on to its gain. Gold has settled. Has not broken higher or lower. If the dollar rejects from 100 or 103.5, I'd see gold moving back to 1900. If the dollar breaks through 103.5, which I don't think it will, boom, gonna be looking for that next downside target by our Fibonacci extension and retracement, and that is 1843. Let's do this. Let's add little words. Dixie. Gotcha, Dixie. Dixie whistle. I don't even know. I'm just feeling silly. Let's make this smaller. Dixie breaks 103.5. Gold looks to go further down. Dixie doesn't break 103.5. I'm looking for 1900. And what's actually kind of cool is I think you could do this. We'll see. Both of these positions from market. Boom. The schlong. The schlong at market. Not financial advice. Please don't just copy me blindly. You will lose money. It's not a good way to trade. But use my reasoning to go forth and create your own trades. Use my logic. Use my knowledge to your own power. All right. What's going on in the chat? What's up, MD Mosaroff? APT price act prediction. Already did it in the stream, my friend. Already did it in the stream. Remember, these will be time-stamped after we're done live. After we're done live, we also do the airdrop of... we'll make you all Bitcoin holders. I'm losing my voice. I'll make you all Bitcoin holders. We're not done yet. But all you have to do is join the Discord. You'll become a holder of Bitcoin, whether you like it or not. But the stream will be timestamped, so you can go back and check out any of the gems that you missed, any of the charts that you missed while we were live, because we ain't going to be doing them again while we're live. I'm not going to do them twice. Echo Lux Algo is decent. Yeah, Lux Algo is decent. They're, to my knowledge, they're the #1 indicator publisher on TradingView. Doesn't mean they're the best necessarily, but I'll say they are damn quality. They are damn quality. If you're interested in Lux Algo, definitely sign up using my link. Help support the stream. Same with Bybit. Gonna trade, use my link. All right. Adam says LA Red Live. YouTube channel, very generic name. Manifesting for us all. Right on. Do I check Bitcoin or just the shitcoins, Brittany Dively? Every episode we go through Bitcoin, we spend by far the most time on Bitcoin. By far. After the live stream, you'll be able to see all of that analysis. Or you go to the timestamps. All that analysis. At the beginning. APT 25 minutes ago, probably. Don't ask me for advice, please don't. I can't give you financial advice. Bitcoin finding support around 23.3. That's right, Gene. That's right. Talked about that earlier in the stream. Ooh. 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 Where's our little doodly? Where's our prediction? Here we go. This was our prediction from our compass orientation earlier. Looking pretty good. Our lower time frames played out. We were looking for a lower low. We got it. Now we've seen a little bit of a bounce. Are we going to return to our median? Return to equilibrium like we've been looking for based on that analysis that we went through in depth at the start of the stream. I'm going to place an alert down here, 23.2. It's looking pretty good. We have a pretty fire track record over the... in 2023, a pretty fire track record of these. I think we've only missed like 2 days, to be honest. Like 2 days we got kind of punked. Let's see. Let's see. Set my alerts up here too. Please check BTC, bro. Done. Checked. It is in where, well, it's doing what we expected. The NL Cola Gamer. Please help you. You got an Atom. Well, there's not much I can do to help you, friend. If you're at $9, sounds like you're in a good position. I'll pull up Atom here. Now, I can't tell you what to do. Unfortunately. No, fortunately. I don't ever want that. Don't ever just listen to me. Question everything, right? You're up pretty solid, about 50%. You do have a resistance above you at 1731. You did overtake 1438 over the last 3 days. Not a lot to complain about if you're in Atom. Not a lot to complain about. If you break 17, nothing really overlaps here. But I think this is a pretty safe call. I'm sure we could find this on like a monthly. I'll call it 20 even. Call it 20 even. Can't tell you what to do, but I think you're in a good position. I'll also say this. Your entry was at 9. If I was in a position and I saw Atom trade below 1140, I'd be out. I'd probably be out. Ooh, I say that, and then you have such a juicy support here at 1042. All right. If I was scalping this, I might be out under 13. And then I might look to open. Maybe at 1215, but much more likely at 1042. I don't know. You have a good long, or you have a good position. Atom looks strong in my opinion. I'd be looking for 17. Money flow. This is the first chart on the day. This is the first chart on the day that has a strong money flow. Literally. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Almost everything else doesn't look like that right now. Nah, scratch what I said. I'd be out at 1215. I'd look to reopen at 1042. You did backtest this, so if you break it, I think that your uptrend's a little squished. A little squished. Atom looks good though, man. Good luck. Best of luck. Our Goldschlager. Doing okay. Dixie. Still moving up. Bitcoin. Fire. Ooh, this song's fire. Fire. This looks good, man. Let's see if anything's changed here. It has. The hourly time frame was not looking so hot. Now it's looking to roll over. We've broken our lows. VWAP's pointing down. Momentum's still down from that zero line. This was a big tell for us at the start of the stream. This is a big tell for this move down. That hourly gave that away. Ooh. This is very zoomed in, so please be aware this is in the 5 minute. This is not a huge time frame, but you have bullish divergence off your low. That low is slightly lower, hitting support 23.3. And we saw this earlier in an example, and we have a swing failure. So what are we looking for? 5 minute RSI, if it can move above its previous high. We look for a breakout. Bullish divergence off a swing failure, off of support. Where do we look? We already have the line on the other chart, so I might as well just put it on this one. 23.520. If 5 minute RSI breaks 47, boom. 23.5. Do the 15. Interesting, similar going on here. No swing failure, but you do have a higher low on your RSI, lower low. Got some divergence on the 15. Am I summoning the gains? Yes, I'm summoning the gains. 15 minute though. This is a little bit of a thorn in my side. A little bit of a thorn in my side. You've broken your low. VWAP is at 0 and momentum is pinching. It's really got to move up here. This is telling me on the 15, it's got to move up here or it's breaking 23.3. Because you have a deeper low here, but it hasn't broken your structure's low. And you have VWAP and momentum up and your money flow pointing, or at least curling up. So it's either boom, come back to your 618, or it's reject, and we're probably going to get some kind of measured move to the downside. Let's do this way. 23 on the nose, maybe. Now, I don't see this, but a weak 15 minute, probably going to bring it. I like the divergences we're seeing. I like that every time frame's MACD has peaked and is now reapproaching the zero line. 45 minute looks like garbage. Holy shit. 15-minute actually is really bearish. You have the same divergence. You have the same kind of stuff setting up. That's your line in the sand, man. Are we going to get the bounce here? What's happening? Lower close on the 2. Weak class C bullish divergence on the 2 hour. It's weak. It's a double bottom in RSI. Money flow spilling out on the 2. 4 hours still just the weirdest, the weirdest time frame. What is it doing? Like, what is this? I have not seen this. Got a very strong negative VWAP there, but money flow is still coming up. I'm just going to divert to VWAP and say the 4 hours looking good. I don't know. That's weird. Let's pull it this way. Your 618 or 0.5. This is going to be like, let's say this is the zoned overtake. Yeah, I got to rally through. You got to rally through. You don't rally through, you going lower. Let's get rid of some of this noise. Easy. Easy peasy. 2 hours to go. What's up, Steve Lewis Crypto Kill? I've never heard of OOKI. I think I've heard of OGN. Test. What's up, man? 23.2. Obsessed me that your banners cover your time frames. The time frames are literally always visible, and the ticker. This is the ticker, and this is the time. My crappy little clock. There you go. It should be watermarked on the back of every chart. I know it's not the easiest to see, but I also don't want it to be. I don't want it to be like distracting from the chart, but it's there. Check PYR, Chicken Nugget. Only because your name's Chicken Nugget. I'll pull it up. I don't know if I'll do any analysis on it. Raymond's. Get the pullback. You're just right in your 618. 460 above you on PYR. Band. I'll pull up band. Band. Ooh. Yeah, your deep retrace didn't stop the bulls, apparently. Clean back test of $1.6768 that we were looking for before. What is happening on this chart? 12 hours, not bad. It hasn't broken its structure yet. Daily's okay. Hasn't gone back. 250. Your 618 retrace 250 for band right here. You can see prices seemingly losing momentum into it. Seemingly. Let's see if you've closed a daily above this. You have, and today you backtested it. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's do this. Something like that. I guess you'd take it back to there then. Yeah, we're just gonna make this a crappy risk to reward. Maybe. Maybe. Something like that. Definitely a bearish divergence on your highs for RSI on the day. This is actually pretty sneaky. That's really clean. Really clean. Interesting. We'll check back. I'll add alerts. Band has now officially been added to our watch list. Spicy. Spicy charts. Gold hasn't moved. Bitcoin is now trading sideways. One minute money flow rolling over. Let's see that retracement. The 1 minute agrees. 5 minute, not as much anymore. Money flow is dragging down. Very, very close to its previous low. Money's got to kick it up or it's going to push it back down. Pivotal. Pivotal. Yes, Crypto Kill, I saw you say, oh, okay, I saw it. Pancakes on the weekends. What's up, Zizo? What's up? APT, we want to know. MD Mosarov. I literally acknowledged it. Literally pulled it up and said we've looked at it this stream. After the stream's over, there'll be timestamps. You can go check it out. Literally. We also looked at one, Robert. Elon Musk is here. Holy moly. TWT. I'll pull up TWT, but I can almost guarantee there's nothing to update. Oh, this is the one we did that theoretical thing. Or theoretical trade. Move these over. No change. No change on the TWT. Same thing. Dollar. Am I going to be live for this? We did say that we may see this literally in this stream. Reach up to 103.5. It's broken to a higher high every hour we've been live. S&P 500 is closing soon, and gold is stuck in the middle of our schlong. God, are you really just going to do nothing now? Okay. Pancake, Flux, Spell, ALBT, Casino charts. Charts are always a casino, my friend. Best crypto channel by far. Thank you, BitBoy. Boy, with a U. Appreciate you. Market's throwing your head through a loop, going with your gut. Okay. I mean, going with your gut. So I'm not disagreeing with the direction you picked, but going with your gut can be dangerous. Sounds like the right thing to do. It can be very dangerous. Very dangerous. Hex is almost breaking 3.8 cents. Almost breaking. What does almost breaking mean? Almost breaking means below resistance. Has not broken. Can't count a candle till it's closed. Do you like that back test though? Would not surprise me to see it test 3.8 cents today. We have set up a ton of trades. We have charted a ton of charts. It is Friday. What are you guys doing today? What are you doing this weekend? Banned in mask. Tom, want to buy your Trump NFT? No, thank you. I have never bought an NFT. Well done, Leo. Used our charts. You made a trade successful. Well done. Soul dump again? Maybe. 20 bucks. Strong support there. Tezos. There's a name I haven't heard in a while. We'll look at Tezos. To the T's. I will keep looking at charts if you guys keep subscribing. I missed some. Cyhan 2, what's up? Mr. Javito. Judge Mix. Mila Kavak. Andrew Sutherland. That's it. Those are all. There's got to be people here who haven't subscribed. Get unsubscribed. Do it now. Glad we looked at Tezos, actually. So I had an alert at 120, and it hasn't broken. It hasn't broken 120 yet. Many tests to resistance here. Tezos, actually, I like what I'm seeing. This is odd. I don't know when the last time I said that was. Tezos has been under the same trend line since November of 21. January 21st, it broke that trend line, hit resistance, back tested the trend line, hit resistance, back tested the trend line again, back at resistance. I don't like necessarily the multiple trend line touches, but this is pretty spicy. It's pretty spicy. I can see some kind of broadening wedge going on here. Broadening wedges, not bad patterns. Had a lot of big breakouts on them. You'd want to see this. You'd want to see a break of the high trend and a back test bump and run. You could still come back down here. This can get broader and broader. It's probably not going to do that. Maybe we see something like this. I'm liking this. Touch the day. The entry is not going to be easy. Not going to be easy. Tezos. I did buy some Tezos at like $1. Very little. There we go. There we go. Thanks for subscribing, Warlim, Alex Garcia, Richard, Marhenicki. You are all the best. Welcome to our fam. It's good to have you. Make sure you jump in the Discord for after the live. We are live here, by the way, for all the new eyes. We are live here every other day. 3.5 days a week. Every other day. Make sure you tune in. Have notifications enabled and also enable them on your cellular mobile device so you actually get them. If you don't have them enabled on your mobile device, you won't get them. I can see this. It's not really a great trade, though. You really want that entry lower. Means you can tighten up your stop. Just don't know if it'll fill. Break out from this pattern, and 140 is above you. Pretty clear sailing above that, or pretty clear sailing into that. Above 140, 190, just under $2. Next resistance looks good. I like this. Your invalidation actually could be even easier. I don't want to do that though. Just don't want to see a trade below that trend. I don't know how to play this one. I probably wouldn't take this. To me, looking at this, this is a spot trade. This is like if you don't have any, you want some, you take a little spot and you just ride it. I would not touch the leverage here. Not with that broadening wedge pattern. Broadening wedge pattern is designed to destroy leverage. You see higher highs and lower lows, just stopping everyone out, and then it picks a direction. But typically, in my experience, it's been bullish. Corn is retracing as we have been waiting for. It's taking a really long time. What's up, broadband? That's how I feel today. My internet's being real weird. Wick says it looks like his grandmother's signature. There you go. Wick's grandma, that's her signature. She signed her house over to me. That's what she signed. She said, Tom, you're so handsome. You're so handsome and smart. My grandson makes fun of my signature, and that's why I'm giving you my house. Tell your grandma I said thank you. She's a wonderful lady. Wonderful, wonderful lady. Make sure I have all my alerts set so I know what to look at next stream. Move all inactive. It said remove inactive alerts so you can place new ones. And then it says, after it did that, you don't have enough? What? You're out of them? So many alerts. I just want this one. There we go. Look at all the goodies we did today. All of the goodness. Nothing has moved since we looked at it. Let's look at Doge. Pickle, if you're time stamping still, you don't. This is good. We're gonna run out of characters. Doge potentially giving everyone an entry again. Not a lot of movement there. What about the BTC pair? Slayed. Slaying. Still up 6%. The hope is still alive, potentially putting in a higher low off of support. which for some reason that support line is gone. I don't know why. Did I delete it? Nope. I don't know. I don't know. It disappeared. Tom Crown and his miraculous disappearing support lines. Whales don't want you. They don't want you to know about that support. They say it's too dangerous. It's too dangerous. Enter the Doge. Shiba, sure. Only for you, Satageki. Speaking of Satageki, didn't you have a wrench? Didn't you have a wrench? Maybe you're not the real one. I don't know. We'll pull up SHIB. SHIB, not FTX. Will I ever buy an NFT or just ride the tokens? Probably just ride the tokens, honestly. I mean, that's the thing. People are like, well, you have NFTs. It's like, well, I own all of the coins that... Oh, my tailbone. I own all the coins that the NFTs chains are on. It's very similar to owning, right? I don't know. I just don't have any passion for them. They're really just meh. But hey, it doesn't mean you don't or you can't like them. SHIB at a very curious spot. At a very curious spot. Retesting. Looks like January's high. So on the month, you now have, what is this? Now you have like a, at least with 2 days, 3 days in. So certainly not the time to call it. 2-3 days in, you have a double top on the monthly. But you're only 3 days in, so it's pretty irrelevant. What I see more importantly on SHIB, here it goes. With that test to the monthly high, yes. You're painting our favorite picture. Invalidation at your lows, but so far, tested the high twice. Your lows have come up. Your measured move, pretty close to October's high, 15. You break that monthly high, you look for 1500. Macro resistance above you, quad 021. Big old support and your 618 retracement down just below quad 01. You lose your structure. This is where I look for support. Should be easy peasy. Looks pretty good though. Today's move really helped it out. Moon soon, moon now. Moon now. 84% of you like the new thumbnail with 500 votes. I did not expect that. Okay. Thank you. Cool. Keep voting. Let me know. Yeah, my tailbone. I just was like sitting. Oh, that's painful. Too much pressure on it in one direction for too long. What's up, Anders Backy Bernston? Thank you for subscribing. Make sure you guys jump in the Discord. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. We'll be live again. I forgot to schedule it. I should do that. Uno segundo. Bear with me. That'll do. As I was saying, we are live here every other day. So 3.5 times a week. We publish a short video or a regular video about the same frequency. And so there's about one piece of content every day here. Don't miss it. Make sure you're subscribed. If you haven't checked out the shorts, check out the shorts. They're fire. They're absolute, straight up fire. Okay. Scheduled for Sunday. We'll be live again Sunday at 1:30 p.m. East. February the 5th. I'm surprised we didn't break 1,000 viewers today. Kind of weird. Not the end of the world, but kind of weird. I noticed like a bunch of other streams had 1,000, which I didn't expect because today's not so spicy. It's not so spicy. More subscribers, more. Help us get to 100,000 by joining the fray. Welcome to the fray, Donovan M. and Edison. Good to have you guys. If you're trading crypto, sign up for Bybit using my link. Help support the stream. They are a sponsor of this channel. Marketcipher, sponsor as well. Great trading tool. I use it here live every single day. Every single day. 5 minute. This is what we were waiting for. Let's do it. Close it. Close with RSI here. Close RSI above. Go, go, go. We were looking for our bullish divergence, which we saw in RSI. Our swing failure. We saw oversold, rejected from the oversold line, and now with a strong close in this 5 minute, we have a higher high in RSI. That is pointing us to our retracement level. There's so many tabs that I can't really read them now. Okay, here we go. I would say this is a pretty successful short-term price prediction for this stream. When we started the stream, we were back here. We saw weakness on low time frames. We were looking for a lower low. That played out. The lower low caught at support 23.3. Now we're waiting for a return to our 618 or 0.5 retrace. Looking to come back to that equilibrium, right back to the middle line. What happens there is important. Our predictions past there become less confident. But so far, so good with the RSI, looking for that strong close. Still up, 3 minutes to go. And if we get that close, I think we move to that 0.5 quicker rather than slower. 5 minute MACD, not MACD, 5 minute VWAP. I like this. We haven't seen this in a bit on really any upside time frame. A little bit of an example back there. Reaching into a higher high as well with RSI. I mean, let's send it. Send it. Let's go. Close this candle in 2 minutes 40 seconds. 2 minutes 40 seconds. I'll have a very strong confidence. What's up, Capital Gains? How you doing, bro? Nick Ron Sangs Hawang. Great name. Great name. Great fam. Great people. 2 minutes 25 seconds. Tickety tockety goes the clockety. Went from LV to LTC, skipped one. Did I? I can't even find it. I have so many charts open. Where is it? Did I skip it? If I did, my bad. 3 cent resistance. May's low. August's swing high. Support, resistance, lower low, back to support. Testing as resistance. You break resistance. I would say a close on a daily above 3 cents. Maybe we should say 3.3 to be higher than this close, but we'll say 3 cents. And you have pretty darn inefficient price action, not only on the way up, but also on the way down. You're pretty cleared to 5 cents on the close above 3, but I'd be targeting 669. Nice. There you go. Money flow looks good. Again, a rarity on the daily money flow here, a higher high. We're not seeing that on many charts. Money flow, that daily money flow might be compelling to me. That a break of 3 cents is maybe in store. And line up well. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is nice. This is a beautiful chart, this part. From your low to your high, you came right all down to the 618, found support. Now, hopefully, looking to do the same in the opposite direction. You retraced 618, the golden retracement. Now you're looking to retrace up the golden retracement. Not a lot of other insights there. As you guys, I'm sure, are aware, as the stream goes on and we're over like 2 hours now, I get a little less energy, a little less chart freshness. Chart fatigue. It is real. Something to be aware of. Looks like our call from the start of the stream is still coming at us at paint drying speeds. 103.5 for the dollar. Hoping to see a reversal there. Gold has not really moved. Our schlong is still open. No! I looked away for 1 second. I blame you, whoever maybe look at ONE Harmony, whatever. We were looking, I was like, oh my god, send it. This 5-minute close strong and we're off. While we looked at it, it sold all the way off into a red candle. And let me guess, yep. Didn't close. No break on its high. It's not the end of the world, but we don't get our signal until it does. If it reaches into oversold before then, it's invalidated. So it could be really, could pick up anywhere. But damn, that 5-minute, we had it so nailed. There's an example of why trading low time frames is kind of meth heady. Because it can just turn in a second. Sad Geki, CDE stock. Gold miner. Only for you. Please, guys, don't super chat for more charts. Because we've been live like 2 hours, and as I said, the quality of the analysis, I think like after like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, is plummets. Wow, this has been trading since 1980, or at least we have data from then. Weirdly, I would still bet up on this inverted chart. That's not good. You do have higher lows. This is monthly. Wow, stocks are something else, man. They're something else. You do have higher lows. You have a lower high. This is like the first time it's put in a higher low on the monthly. I definitely see some kind of like harmonic playing out here, but I feel like that harmonic resolves with a lower low. Ooh. This is monthly, and on the monthly I'm seeing rollover. This has been in red money flow since 2014. We've seen money leave this stock. But we have a lower high here on the month. That's going to look to roll over, but it's a monthly, man. That could take a year. I mean, it could be now, but it could take like a very long time to resolve. Very long time. What I'm going to say I don't like... We haven't really seen this happen on this chart. And what does this look like to you? It looks like a momentum leg to me. At least for now. You don't really see that off of any of the lows. Every low, we've seen buyers come in. Right? Now we're doing, this looks like just like a momentum leg. Don't love that. Ooh, but weekly rolling over. So the weekly is rolling over eminently, with the monthly looking to roll over. I'll say this, there's upside on this, but how long will it take? You know, like, where's the entry? How long will it take? I have no idea. So you're looking at inverse head and shoulder pattern after deep retrace. There's your 886, I'm sure. It's one thing I do love about stocks is they have so much tradable history. And you're past your 786 here. Honestly, this wouldn't surprise me. Maybe you do this. It wouldn't surprise me to see it run to maybe the 618 or the 5, hit a lower low, and then jump off of its low like we've seen every other time. I just can't ignore this like kind of awful momentum like thing. Inverse head and shoulder. This honestly looks... This is honestly what I see. Maybe it's just I've done too many charts today. Maybe I'm getting a little fatigued. Man, where does this go back to? Like even farther back. I think I almost see this. I don't know, man. I don't know. This was the first thing I did to this chart, and I recommend you do it. Do you think this is going to go up or down? This chart, these candles. To be honest, it kind of looks like up to me. A really strong line. I don't know. Thanks for the super chat, man. I wish I had a little more energy for you. A little more juice. We hit 103. We're 0.5 away from our live streamed Dixie trade, man. No. At least catch at 23.3. That 5 minute was savage. 15 minute though, putting in a higher low. I'll take it. I'll take it. Appreciate the TA. Thanks, Trent. I appreciate you guys for watching. You guys are the reason this channel is growing. It grew all through last year while pretty much every other content creator in crypto struggled to keep the subscribers they had. We nearly doubled. And that's because of this awesome community full of chart nerds, crypto believers, OGs, and of course all of the newer people joining us. You are, of course, super welcome. We all started at zero at some point. It does kind of seem like it's waiting for me to end the stream to go. I'm still in the same opinion. I haven't changed. I still think we're looking for this retracement. I still think this is what price action is likely to look like. So far, it's still following. It's just chilling. Thank you, Angela. Shout out to all the women in crypto and trading. You're the GOAT, Crown. Thank you, Autopilot. You're good. Thank you, Sadhagiki. Crypto Billy, my man. YouTube channel's back, and we're wrapping it up. What's up, Crypto Surf? Guys, make sure you definitely have jumped in the Discord. Make you all Bitcoin holders. And as soon as I end the stream, Bitcoin's going to move. That's just tradition. Please, please check out the Shorts playlist. We put a lot of... oh, that's weird. We've put a lot of resources and time into making them amazing and high quality for your entertainment. We're going to be live again on the 5th at 1:30 p.m. East, and I hope you join me. After the live stream, we're going to be redirected there. Click Notify Me. The more people that click Notify Me, the more people YouTube thinks it's a good stream coming up. So I will see you on Sunday, February 5th at 1:30 p.m. East. Follow me on Twitter, jump in the Discord, check out Bybit and Marketcipher in the links below. They sponsor our channel. And last but not least, watch that playlist on your downtime. Happy Friday, fam. I hope you enjoy the weekend. We reached 420 likes, so let's all go blaze it. I'm going to pack up a fatty right after this. Crown out.